Wonderful. You've arrived. Please, make yourself at home. My cake is your cake. Hello, I am the Count. Do you know why they call me the Count? You will find out soon enough.
Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no, is Nixon breaking? What is happening here? Oh my gosh. They just don't make Nixon vampires to last anymore. I don't know, something's going on. I'm testing out my new iPhone. This is what I'm doing this morning. This is the cinematic setting on the camera. So I guess this is supposed to look like like a movie. And I'll try the other camera too. I'm trying to plug this in, man. If I can remember where it goes. Oh, there it is. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Where was it? There it goes. All right.
I am awakened. You seek the wisdom of the all-seeing Sultan. A word of advice. You are troubled by a decision that you must make. Take the chance, or you shall regret it for all of your days. The crystal goes dark. Long live Zoltan.
That Zoltan head is what's underneath this Nixon mask. It's just kind of an ugly, it's not a good head for a vampire. A vampire should have a better, that looks like Dr. Smith after being on the street for a while doing fentanyl.
Another seeks the power of the all-seeing Sultan. I look into your future and see. Your fears were correct. Take precautions. You know of what I speak. The crystal again darkens, and the great Zoltan rests.
Yeah, the house is in a state of messiness that I'm going to fix very soon. I'm going to It's about 10 o'clock Saturday morning. I'm going to go live in a little bit because my wife's going to be working today. At least I think she's going to be working. She got some sleep last night, but she might wind up canceling. We'll see. It says more light required. Flash may help. Flash Gordon? How do I turn on a flash? I don't know how to do that. I don't know. We don't have enough light, ladies and gentlemen, is what it says. I'm going to do a couple of test videos. This is just a... Then I'll test the regular video. This is the cinematic setting. Oh, still says more light required. Flash may help. I'll have to read. I don't know if directions came with this. There's got. I'll look online how to turn the flash on this thing. But I can't do that now. This model kit was painted by Joe Riley, the guy that did the Hypnotic Eye show. He's passed away, but this is one of his model kits that he built. And by contrast, this is one I built. So you can see the difference. And I mean, he's added blood to the monster's hands. He had some blood to his shirt. He's just really, let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, look at that. Look at the detail that Joe Riley was able to put on that. I probably need to dust all these things. This is one of those Marx figures. I painted that one. This was done by Joe Riley, so you can see the difference. This was also done by Joe Riley. He added a lot of blood to it, which is weird because I can, the blood is more something you'd associate with the Christopher Lee Hammer movies than Bela Lugosi, but he added the blood and everything, just like a kid would have in the 1960s, a monster kid would have. You know, if you think about Bela Lugosi, he never had fangs in the 30s Dracula. This one I painted. This is my childhood model kit. It was a glow-in-the-dark one, and then I painted it, and I painted it over the glow-in-the-dark elements, which is a shame. This one I painted. I was kind of proud of this. She had a cigarette holder, but that was lost in the move, unfortunately. I didn't pack her, and we had some, well, it's all right. I won't complain about people that helped me pack, but I lost a lot of little delicate pieces, not a lot. This is something I painted. He's supposed to be holding this, and why doesn't he? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll glue that back on. This one I painted. That one was painted by Joe Riley there. He also painted this, and he painted the Weirdos logo on his helmet. Let me get this. This Funko Pop really doesn't belong in this display. It's from modern times. It doesn't belong next to these magnificent 60s kit. And this is a Martian Fink. I'm going to put him in front of this because yeah, that's good. This one was also painted by Joe Riley, and he was I was getting him to make model kits all the time for me. I think he got sick of it, actually. This was also done by Joe Riley. That one was done by I did that one. I did the Daddy kit. And I did the Davy the biker guy too. The Bride of Frankenstein I did. Yeah. The King Kong was not done by me. Nor was this King Kong. It's interesting how they painted the eyes red. Oh. That's an original 60s Wonder Woman kit, which was incredibly rare for a while because they said the mold had been destroyed. And anyway, they managed to repop it. I think they did. Anyway, that's original. This is a model kit. It's one of those resin kits. I don't know how many exist. There may not be more than a handful. It was done by Joe Riley, and he sculpted it. He painted this. I think this was the first one he did. And he see if I can turn him around. He even made it like a cheap Sid and Marty Krofft set on the back. See, it's plywood, and it says Sid and Marty Krofft Productions, Land of the Lost 37. So this is and he made the mask look like it's loose. He was trying to play up the cheap origins, but of course we all love the Slee Stack and the Land of the Lost show. We're having Wi-Fi problems over here. Man, that's no good. Stop. I gotta stop it. I don't like when the song starts and stops. Oh, this is Julie London. This will probably give me a copyright claim. I better stop it, man. Julie London, you know her as the nurse. Some of you may know her as the nurse on Emergency, but she used to be Jack Webb's wife. Okay, whatever. Okay. When did I say I was going live? I think I said I was going live at 11:15. What time is it now? It's not even 10:15, so maybe I can go for a little bit. I'm just testing what this, come on, stop. Listening to music from 1914 this morning because it makes sense, I guess. That's the year I was born. Okay, so still haven't eaten breakfast. That's not good. I need to decorate the Christmas tree because it's getting to be that time of year. I painted this. It really looks kind of a mess in high definition.
This is 50,000 watt clear channel XCRV.
Keep saying more light required. I'm worried about, oh, look what I found. My gosh, this is amazing. I've been looking for these for a week. These are prescription sunglasses. Yep. These are the Ray-Ban ones. Fantastic. It could have taken me months to find them. I never would have looked for them there. I don't know why I set them there. Maybe it was when I moved this comic book rack into the room. Look at what happens. I got all this stuff on top of the pinball machines. That's one thing I'm going to be doing today, is trying to clear this stuff off. Unbelievable. Okay, let's try this camera out around. Again, this is just an experimental stream. I don't know if you can even hear my voice. There used to be a shower curtain, but I put it there. Camera's focusing on that guy's face back behind there. Stop that. Stop that, Mr. Camera. See, the cinematic wants to focus on human faces. I see. That's how it works. There's the Beatles. This is a paperback rack with all the whatever you want to read while you're visiting the Hotel Orloff here. The 7,000 rooms of the Hotel Orloff. That's the artwork of Lance Laurie. This was a gift from an old friend. I'm just trying to learn how to operate this camera. I had a dream, a very vivid dream about a spook show last night. An old friend of mine that I've known since 1977 had done a very realistic spook show. It looked just like what you would imagine a spook show in a movie theater back in the 50s would have looked like. And he just did a fantastic job. And I was watching it, and then I realized that he had put all these Bible stories into the spook show. And I thought, well, maybe I think that's great to do, but it just seems weird to have a Bible-based spook show. And this is all in a dream I had last night. And anyway, it didn't really happen. But I was like feeling guilty, telling him, hey, maybe you should have two different shows, But it was very strange to be combining giant gorillas and vampires with parables from the Old Testament and stuff. I don't know. This is made to look like a country store in here, you know, like most country stores used to look like. You would have your magazine selection and stuff, and Santa Claus, you know, pictures of Patsy Cline. Oh, we get some more light here. Let there be light. And there, okay, I was wondering if that was plugged in. Fantastic. Yeah, this camera is going to be pretty good, I think. This door was the original entrance to the house back over 100 years ago, but oh well, it isn't anymore. This used to be a porch that went all the way around the house, but it isn't that anymore either. This is the Reader's Digest from the month I was born. It was a gift from a coworker. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Inside Mad. It was the third Mad paperback. It has a backward instead of a forward by Stan Freberg. Stan Freberg, if you listen to his records, it's the absolute audio equivalent of these comic books. I'm telling you, if you don't listen to Stan Freberg, there's really something wrong with you mentally. You gotta, well, just not, I mean, if you, well, not necessarily, you may have never heard of him, but if you listen to Stan Freberg and you don't enjoy it, then I would say there is a severe problem with you. Got to be. Yes. All right. This painting here, it's a painting I did based on a painting that you'll see in the Addams Family TV show. It's a shame I have to say the Addams Family TV show because there's also a inferior set of movies, and there's been all kinds of other, you know, cartoons and a show called Wednesday. There was only one Addams Family, in my opinion, and that's with John Astin and Carolyn Jones. Oh, I got to change a light bulb. That's another thing I got to do today, right, Drew? The dog who's acting insane. Right, Drew? What's up with you, Drew? How dare you? Here's my collection of Big Little books. You've seen those before. You don't need to see them again. This is a CD jukebox. Okay, fantastic. Maybe now that I have a huge amount of memory on this new phone, I can try to upload episodes to Rumble as well. Oh man, I almost thought I was stepping on the dog, but I was actually not. More light required, it says. I have wound up with these figures over the years. They call them Funko Pops, but my wife and I have always called them embryos, you know, because they look like human embryos. And we have too many of them because they're really a horrible thing to collect. It's something really that people should be ashamed of owning, but sometimes they have cool stuff. Sometimes. See, looks like an Iron Man embryo. That's what Iron Man looked like in the womb. really hungry, man. I may just have to go out and get something to eat while we're filming. It could happen. The dog is confused. What am I doing? I'm testing a camera. Can't you tell? Yeah. You need more light. I don't have. Maybe I should carry a flashlight around with me. Oh. So. Another sign by Lance Laurie. He used to sell. That's his signature. He used to sell a lot of signs on eBay years ago. He's a friend of mine on Facebook. He's wound up very conservative, which is good. Pictures aren't straight. Let's see what the basement looks like. We need to get some furniture down here. I need to be cleaning up a giant amount of mess down here. This is not good. I'm wasting too much time doing these stupid broadcasts when I should be getting the things fixed around here. So we got Boot Hill from about, what would you say, about 1976, I believe, Space Invaders, not long after that. Here we have two non-working machines. I've got one that works upstairs of this corral. Trio has never worked since I got it. It needs to be fixed, but probably never will be. Here's Swing Along, Royal Flush, shit, and Tropicana Aquacade. Let's see, all the stuff that's wound up on top of the machines is the same as upstairs. Because I'm trying to organize. I need to get an air conditioner for this window. I'll get this all cleaned, and then this will be amazing up here. Down here, rather.
You've got that style, you got 'em beat by a mile, you got it all, and casual corner, the clothes you wear, you got that fabulous.
This was, I was trying to remember where I put this Galactus from the mid-90s, and now I've realized, oh, it's down here in the basement.
Ask yourself this: do you enjoy fighting traffic, parking problems, or shopping in cold, wet weather? Of course you don't. So why do it?
Shopping should be pleasurable, a time to relax, a time to explore. Comfortable, convenient, and a whole lot more. More is what Mountain View Mall in Midland has. More than 50 stores and services.
Mountain View Mall, your obvious choice.
You'll find everything you need this Christmas at Mountain View Mall in Midland. We've got it all.
Huh. Okay, it's gonna look better soon. Gotta hang this up somewhere. And here, that's your 45 RPM records. Eight tracks, DVDs, albums. This is just a portion of things. This is just some old electronic video games, all kinds of stuff. Who knows what you'll find here. This is for putting 8-track tapes inside of. It makes your 8-track collection look elegant instead of whatever. All right. Yes. I'm just testing out the camera, and trust me, this is giving me motivation to really improve everything here. Yeah, the phone I was working with had barely any memory. I think it had like 32 gigabyte. I don't know. That sounds like a lot. This one has like 500 gigabyte. So now I'm not going to worry as much about, I can do shows that go for hours and hours, but not that you want that or anything. Oh, yeah, I am starving. I'm probably going to have to put some shoes on and go. I'm just testing things out, seeing how this works. Oh, we haven't been in this room. Now this one is my childhood Frankenstein model kit. Underneath this paint, there's some glow-in-the-dark parts. I painted it years later, but for many years it was just unpainted with the glow-in-the-dark parts exposed. This is my childhood mummy. The snake is partially painted and partially left glow-in-the-dark. I built this Wolfman, but it's not my childhood one. My childhood Wolfman is identifiable by all the missing fingers. This one I bought in an estate sale. They don't have estate sales in this part of the country. They do in Texas. And this part of the country, everything's auctions. They do have, they're occasionally they'll have an estate sale. But he still has, this was painted, the glow-in-the-dark parts are still exposed. So let's see how this camera does with glow-in-the-dark stuff. Of course, it would be better in the middle of the night, but we're putting them up against the light. I don't think that's long enough, but let's try turning the lights off and see if we, oh, look at that. This new camera rocks, man. I hate to use that expression, it rocks, but you can really see the glow. Holy shit, that's great. All right, I approve of this new iPhone that my wife helped me get with insurance, because we pay insurance every month for the phone, and my phone's all broken and cracked, and so apparently all we had to do is pay like 135, then maybe I don't know, maybe there was an extra $100 charge, and we get this super nice phone where I can improve the quality of the Gratu Orloff Inspirational Network. See this face on that issue of Famous Monsters? Let me show you here. Okay, keep that face in your mind. And come, oh shit. Come look at this. There, point the camera up so you can't see the mess on the floor. That's a camera technique you've got to master when you live in a mess like a swine. Oh, I need to go this way. God, I'm really getting hungry, man. Really getting hungry. But I haven't tested this camera out. Okay, now look at that. That's the same face. You'd know it if maybe you need to see it in color. The Famous it's the same face. That Famous Monsters magazine was a brand new magazine at the time that this was painted, and so it was used as reference, or you could say swiped if you want to. This is how you turn it on up above. I think there's some burned out lights back behind the glass. I'm gonna test playing a game here to make sure that, okay, there's a gun here. I don't want to use, okay. So what's happened here is someone has installed a doorbell basically on the side that you press instead of putting in a coin. Okay, let's see. All right, it's hard to do this with the camera there. Okay. Come on. Okay, now I'm getting the rhythm. Well, this is what people had in arcades back. I remember those days when I was real little, before computers. This is the technology that people had. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, I was in that other room, and I just wanted to show you that monster head. Phantom of the Opera. And honestly, that's the same face too, you know. It's very likely actually what happened. Here's what happened. This model kit came first, and then this Marks was based on that model kit. You can see how similar they are, right? And then this Famous Monsters annual was pretty clearly based on the model kit. And then that monster gun machine was based on that, I'm pretty sure. You can freeze frame and read that, probably with the good quality of this. This is not a real cell from Groovy Ghoulies. This is Joe Riley playing around with the paint that animators used on cell, the plastics, whatever you call it, plastic or vinyl, whatever the cell paper is made from. He was just pretending he's an animator, and he made this Groovy Ghoulies. I mean, you could probably fool people into thinking this was actually used on the Filmation Groovy Ghoulies show, but I'm not going to pretend that. It's just another one of the wonderful things that came from Joe Riley's mind when I knew him back in the 1990s. And I really ought to put all the Joe Riley stuff together and make an exhibit here among the 7,000 rooms of the Hotel Orloff, because he's no longer with us. And I understand that when he passed away, a lot of his stuff was just not I don't know. That could be rumor, maybe that a lot of it was just dispensed with. This is this model kit I actually built, and they have little cardboard inserts so you can put. You can see. Let me try the little zoom button I got here. You can see Morticia and Gomez looking out. There's Lurch. What else can you see? Okay. The cool thing is, this was not built by me, but I think it's really cool when people take the blue, the way that the mummy is lit blue on the cover of the Aurora model kit, the painting by James Bama, and then they just paint the mummy blue, just like he is on the box. I think it's brilliant. This is a Mexican movie. You can watch this whole movie on YouTube. It used to be you'd have to order it from bootleg people for a whole lot of money. Okay, see this? This is a famous, well, it's famous among monster kids like me. It's just like the most amazing thing that there was a time in the United States of America. This, when you hear Donald Trump talk about make America great again, and someone says, well, he just wants to bring back slavery. It's something ridiculous like that. That's not obviously what he's talking about. He wants the United States to be the way it was in the 50s and 60s. This is the mid-60s, all right? And look at all these. The hobby shop's got the monster corner. Look at all these monster kits. This, to me, is making America great again, trying to bring that back. So, you know, I've got my own monster corner sign here. Kevin Johnson of Mesa, Arizona's Gotham City Comics, one of the greatest comic stores, possibly the greatest comic store in the United States or the world. He has a monster corner sign that's an exact replica of that, and his store looks like that. So it's people like that in the grassroots. I've got to dust these Batmobiles. Anyway, this is my Batmobile collection, undusted. But, oh well. Que sera, sera. You know, they try to make childhood things look horrifying nowadays, and they make horror movies about the banana splits, and they have movies like Five Nights at Freddy's, which I guess is supposed to be Chuck E. Cheese going crazy and killing people, I guess. What was I even talking about? I haven't eaten and I can't even think. Oh, this Howdy Doody looks like pretty horrifying just because his face is breaking up. He was in bad shape when I got him. That didn't happen on my watch. But, yeah. There's a lot of Nixon in this house, I'm realizing. My wife is sending me a text that she starts work at 11:30. Okay, here's a bunch of surfing stuff. Here, I was telling Dr. Fibes about this. Do you see back here? Some alligator or a little baby gator, whatever, died to become one of the Beatles. Look at that. That was obvious. I bought this in the, I don't know when, but it obviously was made in the 60s to cash in. So it's a little taxidermy gator with a Beatle wig and a Beatle suit. His hand is broken off. I used to have a little toy guitar on him, and he probably came with a guitar. But this is my Beatles tribute here. I painted these guys. They're part of the, man, they were the Frantics. There were 3 sets. There was the Frantics. This was this is Big Daddy Roth, Surf Inc., and this is from the, oh boy, Silly Surfers, yeah. She was the beach bunny. So the surf craze was real big in the 60s, and here's another mummy model kit I bought somewhere that was already built. I built that one. This was done by Joe Riley. That's the first Alien kit that came out back when the movie was in theaters. And he painted this. This is one of the weirdos. She's a Sling Rave Corvette. I've had Frankie from the Groovy Ghoulie since 1972. This is a John Carradine movie. If the war wasn't going on, that would be a Dracula movie. It looks like a Dracula poster, doesn't it? Hitler's Madman. But because the war was going on, instead of Dracula, he was an evil German. So, wartime propaganda. Boy. There's not enough room here in the 7,000 rooms. Now, a bunch of changes are about to happen because we had horrible hail damage and tornadoes landing near us, and we're about to get a brand new roof and siding, and all kinds of new things are going to be happening here soon. So that'll all be happening in the next few weeks. So keep you posted and show you that as it happens. So this house was built right about the time of World War I. It's been altered a lot since then. My wife's listening to music upstairs very loudly. This is the comic book room, also not in very good shape. We have a jukebox to listen to. This is the current state of things, and I don't want to show you anything right now. I'm so hungry. I'm leaving, man. I gotta go eat, man. This is ridiculous. 10:45. I think I'm supposed to start in a few minutes on the show, the live stream, but I'm not going to be able to function. This is the office. This is the elevator. That was up there from the previous owners. Caution elevator. I added that, and that beware sign. Things to scare you from opening this door, because the door opening it will go down to total, go down to fall to your, have an oopsie accident. Okay, turn off the lights. How much one of these cinematic videos shot in cinematic style, how much memory it takes. Yeah, it's very elegant here at the Hotel Orloff. I'm literally about to pass out. I bought this light back in the old neighborhood from this drunken man. It's got a clock on it. He was an old hippie living in his mother's house that he'd grown up in, and he was selling off all his mother's stuff because he wanted to go up the country and get out of that neighborhood because it had gotten pretty rough there. And he was trying to sell me just about everything in that house. I bought that light, and I remember when I was leaving, he fell over my he fell over the trunk of my car. He was that drunk.
What is yet to come? You are thinking on something. I see it.
I'm thinking of eating.
The answer is not what you would think.
Oh, I was thinking of a
Nor
cheeseburger.
hope.
I was hoping for cheeseburger.
Beware.
Oh
The great Zoltan.
no. Man, I was hoping for a cheeseburger, Zoltan.
Use this knowledge wisely.
What knowledge did you impart, Zoltan? You gave me nothing. Zoltan's trying to scare me from getting a cheeseburger, but I can't take it anymore. I've got this record on vinyl. I've got the actual record, but here it's available. You can listen to it on Sunny Boy 66 on YouTube. They just put it up this morning, so I was recording it just to have it on a disc. Fantastic. This glass is going to be replaced here. The whole windshield is smashed, right? It's going to be replaced on, I believe, Tuesday. Safe Light's coming to fix the windshield. And then I already have the glass ordered for this sunroof that was smashed. So I'm going to fix the glass, but the rest of the car is... the car is totaled.
These are meant to give you advance warning of unusual traffic conditions, reduced speed limits, and possible road closures. It is important to reduce your speed and be aware of your surroundings. Delays, congested traffic, and sudden stops are common. And give construction workers a break.
All right.
This message is brought to you by the Iowa State Patrol and the South Media Station.
For the most accurate weather forecast, Iowa depends on AM 540 KWMT.
This is the kind of radio you get when you move out of the big city, which is why I encourage you to do it. Everybody's going to have to get new roofs. We had baseball-sized hail a few Fridays ago.
West's only true country station. AM 540 KWMT.
I'm gonna see what they got to eat in this restaurant. It's not a restaurant, but what can I tell you? I'm just gonna set you guys down here. Oh yeah, it totaled the car. Yeah, so I'm just gonna replace the glass and just live like I'm driving Bonnie and Clyde's car. Looks like that. Yeah, we were parked right, it's still smoking, right in this area. I think is the worst place hit, right here in downtown. Other people have the windows completely smashed out. Okay, well, back to your living last too. Yeah, I'm having that replaced next week, and that's, the car only cost me $4,000 when I bought it. I don't know if I can buy another one right now. Sorry about it. Yeah. I still drive. I'd like to visit Thailand. there's a problem with the debit card machine. It shouldn't have taken more than 30 seconds to go in there. It's a ham and breakfast burrito, it says. Oh shit, that'll give me a copyright claim for sure. No, you cannot. The Beatles, you cannot have more on YouTube at all, man. I don't know how people put up whole albums on YouTube. Something weird. I don't know the rules. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Indeed.
AM 540 KWMT.
I'm Deborah Valentine. At least 7 dead in and around Houston after hurricane force winds rocked that city. Meteorologist Bernicia Shade is with Fox 26 in Houston. Wind speeds around 100 miles per hour, shattering at those windows and blowing all that glass into the streets from those high rises in downtown Houston. Also, 2 confirmed tornadoes, EF1s, 1 in Cypress.
My wife's family's in Houston. They said they didn't hear about anything. They just had a little bit of rain. They said the news exaggerates everything. I just think it happened in another part of Houston than where they were at.
At least a week to have it restored. New footage revealing an alleged assault on a former girlfriend by rapper Sean Diddy Combs from 2016. Now, Fox's Chanley Painter has the details.
Have you ever even heard a song by Sean Diddy, Puffy Combs, or whatever his name is? I wouldn't know a song by him. If you've listened to that guy's music, there's probably something mentally wrong with you. I don't understand people that think that someone like that would be something to listen to, man. Ugh. Well, I guess I'm gonna end this stream and see about what it looks like on YouTube. This is all just an attempt to see what this camera is like.